Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of Madden 17 Connect Your Careers with Nick Barber. It's been a while since we've had him here on the channel, and now we're going to go ahead and get into week 2, episode number 2 here of the series. I apologize for this long wait, but I've been kind of busy with other series here, and I've been wanting to sit back and play this, and I actually had a chance to get some footage here for you guys as we get into the second week of the season. Now remember, this is the second week from this previous the season that just a couple months ago that we just had. So he's on the road trying to get to Houston for the Super Bowl. But last episode, there in episode 1, his first game against the Texans, they lost 42-20, a real big blowout. As you see them, or you see him there on your screen. Now take a look at some of the injuries there for the Bears. But yeah, he had 6 tackles, 5 were solo tackles. He had 1 tackle for loss, and then of course he had 3 sacks in the game, which overall that's a really great week for him, or really for any player. But this week in week 2, he's going to be at home playing against the Eagles. As you see there, Eagles 1-0 for the season, and this is their home opener for the 2016-2017 season. So week 2 is going to be in action here in just a bit, and they are playing in prime time. It is Monday night, and it's Monday Night Football there in Chicago in the Windy City, and it should be a good one. Bears fans are really hoping to see what this rookie can do, as they seen him there in Texas playing against the Texans there in week 1. So it should be a really good matchup here, as we'll get into the game here in just a bit. Now, we are playing 12-minute quarters, and I will let you guys know that, hey, things will change up here. I think it's the next video that we are doing 8-minute quarters, or it might be the next video after that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't really remember when I changed the quarter links, but we are going to change the quarter links there to kind of speed up the action, and show him in more other kind of moments where he's got a chance to do something or try to get something going for himself here. So some critical moments, stuff like that for him. I forgot what they call it, like the play the moment or whatever kind of thing. So we'll see that here coming up in the future episodes. But there you see, he misses that tackle right there against Matthews, and of course Matthews, one of the speedsters there in the NFL. He does get the first down as Barber misses that one. So Barber says, "You know what? I'll get you next time." We'll go ahead and move on to some more action here. 1st and 10, and we'll see here Matthews again. They do actually do a pretty good job here running the ball, as Matthews does get back to the original line of scrimmage there. But there you see some of the other guys that we've already mentioned already here with the injuries here. And Bears have quite a few injuries on this roster, stemming from last week and also from the previous week, which was during the preseason. So they're a little banged up right now. And of course, we're going to have to try to see what we can do with the guys that we have. You see Matthews taking off on this one. This one is going to be a big yardage gainer right there, as that one's going to go right into the end zone, and that is going to be enough for a first down and a touchdown there for the Eagles. So the Eagles get on the board first here on a Monday night game, as you see here, the pylon cam, and of course the right end player for the defense there for Nick Barber. So they got a lot of work to go for themselves here as they go ahead and get back on the field. It's 7-0 Philadelphia, as we'll see. I believe it's going to be Bradford there. Excuse me, not Bradshaw, Bradford. Excuse me. As he is the quarterback. Now, remember, he was traded right before the beginning of the season, so he wasn't with he was originally with the Eagles before he was traded to the Vikings because of the injury of Teddy there in Minnesota. So here, this is before the trade and whatnot. So that's what you see why he's on this team. They got those opening day, or I guess opening week rosters of. I think I got the rosters of like week 3 or 4 of the preseason, something like that, before that trade happened and whatnot. So, that's why he's on the team here. As you see there, Matthews getting the first down on that little play there. But yeah, I mean, well, working with these rosters and whatnot, it's, not gonna affect the game too much. I mean, there's some changes and whatnot with some overalls and stuff like that. But when I started this series, I thought I was gonna really get into it, but trying to get the franchise going here at the time with the Pittsburgh Steelers and trying to do other things. We got baseball at the time. I was trying to wrap up and trying to finish stuff on there. This kind of had to be put on the shelf for a while and kind of go back to whenever I could do it. So I'm gonna try to finish out. At least my goal is try to finish out this first season, and eventually, if things go right, maybe next year we'll bring him back as a continue as a Baer, or maybe have him on another team or something like that. But we'll go in the second quarter, get into some action. 3rd and 5. We're still down by 7 as we start the second quarter here. And there you see Bradford has to throw that one away, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. And that's going to force the Eagles here to kick the ball here. They're going to kick for a field goal. Try to see if they can get 3 additional points here to have a 10-point lead against us. As we'll see here, Wentz holds that one down, and that one is good. So nice job there from the kicker as he gets that one right up the middle there for the Eagles, and they have a 10-point lead now here in the second quarter. Now moving on here later on, we end up scoring a touchdown there, so nice job with Jay Cutler and company getting down the field and scoring a touchdown. Nice. That's what we like to see here. Try to get him a good field position. You see Sproles gets his first catch of 12 yards on that one play. 2nd and 1, we'll see Barber now. He'll go ahead and get in there, but he forces them to throw the ball here early. Nice job. And that's something a lot of the Bears fans are looking for. They're looking for a guy that can pass rush here and get on the toes of the quarterback and get him moving around the pocket and cause some confusion there. And that's what Nick's hoping to bring here. As that first game there against the Texans was a rough one, but he did get a hold of the quarterback down there in Houston 3 times in that game, and he's hoping to do the same here against Bradford. And of course, later on it'll be Wentz when he comes in the game, because Bradford will be injured. As you see there, he's still in the game right now, but we had an injury there. I believe it was one of our secondary players, and he'll actually come back later on in this game. He'll be out for a couple plays here, but we'll see here. Nick, he'll go ahead and be back on the field here, and there you see there. That's a nice pass right there to Cleek as he gets a hold of that one. That's going to be enough for the first down. And again, the Philadelphia has no problem here moving the chains, as you see Barber is not happy about that at all. He wants to get off the field here quickly, and that's, like I said, that's something that's been an issue for the Bears here as of late. They don't have those world-class defensives there, as they're quite known, especially now with not really having the type of linebackers and guys like they had in the past, because they're kind of the Bears are always been kind of like have the best linebackers and linemen that they've had in years past, and it's something that's kind of been their identity and their key thing that makes when you talk about Chicago, the first thing you think of is like the '85 Bears. So that's what we're hoping to, with Nick and the rest of these guys we're trying to bring back. There you see a nice job there for the defense, getting the fumble and recovering it and getting some good field position that time around as Young gets a hold of that ball, and that's going to be a tough one for Sam Bradford to take, because that is going to be on the 8-yard line there of the Eagles, and this gives good field position now for the offense of the Bears. Well, hopefully Jay Cutler and company can take advantage of this and score another touchdown here. If worst case scenario, try to get a field goal and try to keep in pace of this ball game. We actually a field goal tie it, touchdown would put us up by 4. As you see, Jay Cutler 5 of 7 109 yards, 1 touchdown, and we'll try to see what he does. Well, they do kick a field goal there, so they're just down by 3 here. As we got 3rd and 7 again, deep in their own side of the field here, and he will get sacked again. This will be another sack. He keeps the ball this time around, and it's going to be an injury, and it looks like it will be Bradford. Bradford will be now pulled out of the game here. He is clutching his arm. I think he might have broke his forearm there. But now we'll have the Carson Wentz, now the #1 draft pick from this past year's draft. Him on the field here, as you see. He will go ahead and he will throw that one. That'll be a first down there, 12 yards. Nice pass play there from him. As Nick there doesn't like what he sees from the quarterback. He wants to get a hold of him. We'll see here now Nick trying to get around the tackle here. He does so, but it's already too late as the ball is thrown out of the Wentz's hands, and it's down the field, and that's going to be a first down for the Eagles as they move the chains once again. Now, ball on the 27-yard line. We have now a flag on the field here, and this one's going to be on the offense here, as the referee says it is a man in motion. It's an offensive lineman there, and yeah, that's going to go ahead and push them back 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 15. Ball on the 22-yard line here, and Nick almost had that tackle there, but he gets bounced off of him like a ping pong ball, and that is going to be a loss of a yard there that time around. It's the fellow Baer go ahead and wraps him up there. It's going to be 3rd and 13, and we'll see here that Sproles is trying to run this one, but yeah, that's not going to do no good, and that's going to be force them to punt the ball now, as it's going to be a 4th and 8 now on the field. So now, 3rd quarter, going into some action here. We're back on the defensive side of the ball here again, as always, because Nick does play defense. And we'll see here Nick trying to get around the tackle there, and that's going to be a just shy of a first down. They say 4th and 2, and they have to go ahead and punt the ball. So we don't score, but it is still a 3-point lead now for Philadelphia as they hand this one off to Matthews there, and Ryan Matthews will get the first down, and he will help move the chains as they go ahead and take a look at the replay here. Nice run there. Finds a hole there, and then finally the secondary had to come in there and wrap up the tackle as the linebackers there just cannot wrap him up on that one, or neither can the defensive line there. Doing a good job there, just fighting through that defensive line. There you see Nick wrapping him up, finally pulling him down, grabbing by the legs there, and wrapping him up, trying to get him to stop there, and does so, just shy of the first down. But yeah, coming up in the next episode, I think I mentioned this already, but in the next episode we are going to be working on the time links and stuff like that. Also, too, it will be the Cowboys, which will be week 3. We'll see what we can do against them, as I believe it will be Tony Romo will, of course, be the starting quarterback. As you see there, that's going to be an interception by Fuller, as Fuller gets the catch there, and that is going to be enough for the first down. Nice for the interception. And it's going to be 1st and 10, the ball on the 20-yard line there for the Bears offense. You see Wentz just heaves that one up there. That would be his first interception of the season, actually. As we'll see Fuller just jumps right up there and does a nice job there of getting in front of the defender, or in front of the wide receiver there, and again, bring that one down. So, again, Bears offense there, for whatever reason, lacking of any chance of moving the ball and scoring here, as Barber and the defense are back on the field here with less than 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And they're back on D here. 3rd and 10, we'll see here. Little pass, zip play there, but he throws that one, and that's going to be his 2nd interception of the game, as Jones Quarterly there gets the catch. Nice job for the interception, and that's going to place them at the 35-yard line in Bears territory. Take a look there from the Bears secondary there. Getting a nice catch, and that will be enough there to that's going to get an interception. That's going to be helped us get down the field. Now, we cannot score, but we're deep in our own side of the field here, as the Eagles doing a good job here marching down the field, and they do get the ball there at the 9-yard line. But it is a flag on the field here, and this one could be against the Eagles, as they get a illegal block in the back, and that's going to go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and accept that, and that's going to put them back to the 14-yard line. So it's going to be a 2nd and goal, ball on the 14, as Nick and the Bears here trying to stop Matthews there in the backfield. And they do so there. Nice job as they do get the stop. And it's going to be 3rd and 14. Ball now at the 16-yard line with a 2-yard loss on that play. Now, 3rd and goal. We'll see if Nick can penetrate there. And that one gets right, supposed to get right by Barber. But Barber's too busy there with that offensive line or offensive lineman there to get a hold of Sproles. But they do stop him there. And they stop him at the 14-yard line. So it's 4th and 4. Or 4th and goal, I should say. Ball on the 14-yard line. They kick the field goal, and the field goal is good. It's a 6-point lead now for Philly as they have 10:02 left in the 4th quarter. We'll see what the Bears offense can do as, nope, they cannot do anything there. So back on defense here. But back on what I was trying to say is, yeah, we have a trying to minimize some of the action and stuff like that. Try to get some play the moment type of stuff. I think that's what they call it here on Madden, and just play some of the big moments of the game. Kind of that's what I want to do with this series. Is just play those kind of moments where Nick got the opportunity to maybe get a sack, or stop the the running back or quarterback behind the line of scrimmage, stuff like that. Some big plays, some kind of like some highlight stuff for you guys for these videos. So we'll try to do that here coming up here in the future episodes. But yeah, my goal is to play at least a season of this series, and depending on how well it takes off, and especially trying to reboot this and get this going again, we may go to the 2nd season if he's doing well. But I do want to play this one season. I kind of want to get this, at least get it, say, hey, we got a character play through a season. Well, I take it back. He'll be the 2nd player in the Madden series that I've had that have completed a season, because was it Matt Marvel? He's played now almost 2 seasons, I think, complete. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but. We'll see 1st and 20, ball on the 34-yard line, just less than 5 minutes left here. Just trying to play some garbage time here, and just there you see them just trying to get these guys off the field here. 3rd and 12 now, a big 3rd down here for Carson Wentz, and that is going to be thrown up there, and that is going to be thrown away. No one is going to get a hold of that one as Nick just puts a good pressure on him. Almost had him there, but just kind of over pursuit there, and couldn't get the sack. So we'll go ahead 4th and 12, as we'll see that is going to be a kick, and that kick is going to be good, and that is going to be enough for another 3 points on the board there, making it now 19-10. Philly leads this one, as we'll see that we do come back, we get another 3 points, so it's still a 6-point game. It's still a possession here. We still got enough time to try to do something here. Under 2 minutes now. And we'll try to see if we can get off the field. But no, Ryan Matthews says, no, we're going to keep this ball going, and we're going to run this one out. So they do so there. Now, Nick almost gets Matthews, but he over pursues once again. We'll see here. It's a flag on the field here. Carson Wentz does not like, because he knows this one's going to come back, and it's going to stop the clock, as that's going to be a legal block in the back on Brooks, and that is going to go ahead and stop the clock from moving. So 56 seconds left here, ball on the 36-yard line in Eagles territory, and there you see they stop Matthews there, and they still have all 3 timeouts. I don't understand why the Bears did not call any timeouts, but we'll see. Just seconds left here in this ball game. We'll see that yeah, that is going to be it's enough, just enough there to keep the clock going as the Eagles win this one. Final score 19-13 is your score as they win this one, and they pick up their 2nd victory of the season. As for the Bears, they're 0-2 going to week 3, and they're trying to hope to maybe salvage something next week as they take on a tough Cowboys team. It's always tough playing there at the new Cowboy Stadium there in Arlington, and they'll have to play, I believe it's a Sunday night game if I'm not mistaken, so they'll have to deal with stuff with like that But there you see the numbers there for both Cutler and Wentz for the game. Of course, Bradford and Hoyer, I think, actually came in there for a while there as Cutler. Of course, you know, Cutler's known for his injuries and being taken out of the game for a while. So Brian Hoyer had to come in there and take a couple snaps there. But yeah, for the most part here, not the greatest game here for Nick. And of course, you know, they have to chalk this one up to another loss here as the defense try their best to really keep them, keep the team in the game. But it's the offense, man. We just got to get that offense going here. If we can get that offense going, and with our defense, the way we've been playing here as of late, if they could both get on the same level and on the same page, we would have something here. So it's a better loss, I guess you could say, than the previous week because we got blown out. It's not as bad, so I think this one we can, accept. But it's still a loss, and we're still looking for our first win. We don't want to go, we don't want to be the worst team in the league. But there you see, 1 solo tackle, 2 assisted tackles, total of 3 tackles there. No sacks in the game, no forced fumbles, no tackles for loss in the game for Nick Barber. And the Bears ended up losing this one by 6. So there you see Nick's fantasy goals there. And some of the XP that he's gotten for this week there. So of course we'll hold on to that as we'll see him try to do better here. But coming up in week number 3, it will be a game against the Cowboys there, and like I said, it's a Sunday night game at AT&T Stadium there in Arlington. And they'll take on the Cowboys, who are currently 1-1 for this season here in this 2016-2017 season. So I'm glad to bring back the series here. I'm hoping to bring back a couple more episodes here and there. But stay tuned for episode 3, and trust me, it won't take as long as to get this one episode came out. We'll have the next episode, episode 3. We'll have it come out as soon as we possibly can. So I promise you, we'll bring Nick back for more and try to, like I said, finish this season, first year out for him. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more connected careers here on ESGNet, the courtesy of Madden 17. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to hit that subscription button for more. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr for the latest news and videos and what's going on here on the channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.